been so hard to film. Hello, beautiful people. Today I want to talk about something that has been really important in my life over the past year or so, and that has been my weight gain journey. I'm not going to use any specific numbers regarding my weight. I'm going to use clothing sizes just so you can see, get a base of where I was at, where I am now. I'll put a disclaimer out there. If you ever or are struggling with an eating disorder, disordered eating, please click away from this video. I grew up in a very weight conscious household. My mother was constantly at war with her body and food and freaking out over clothing sizes, so I was exposed to that from a very young age. And I kind of got it in my head that the smaller you are, the better you are as a person. You have more worth if you are a smaller size. When I was little, there was a big emphasis on what I could and couldn't eat. It was like one morning, I was about 5 or 6, and it was the morning of my best friend's birthday. It was Saturday or Sunday. It was one of the days, and I usually had pancakes for breakfast on a weekend day. So my dad was making me pancakes, and I said, "Oh, can I have whipped cream on my pancakes?" Because I usually had whipped cream on my pancakes. And he said, "Well, you're going to your friend's birthday party today, and you're going to have cake and ice cream. So no, you can't have whipped cream. You can have butter on your pancakes if you want something on your pancake." That's the earliest I remember of being oh, well, food, it's it's a reward. If you're having if you have a sweet thing for breakfast, then you have to punish yourself by eating completely 100% healthy for the rest of the day. I didn't focus too much on my weight from I think 7th grade was the first year I was really worried about it. I had hit puberty pretty early, 5th grade. I had a very womanly figure by 6th grade. I was in a theater production, and I was a featured dancer, and we had to wear these really tight unitard things, and they gave me a large, and I remember thinking, no, I can't be a large, I can't be a large, I can't be a large. It didn't matter to me that these were children's sizes. I was I can't be a large, I have to be small. And I was so upset that this costume I was wearing was a size large, even though it was made for, I don't know, 10, 12-year-old, and I was 13. But it still upset me so much, just the idea of wearing something that wasn't a small. I was in another musical, it was The Little Mermaid, and I was playing Ariel, and I was sitting at the table, for dinner. I think I'd made dinner, and I was eating some pasta, and my mom was "You really might want to watch, how much pasta you're eating." And I was "Oh, it's fine, it's just some pasta." It was a normal serving of pasta. And then she's "Okay, it's not me that has to wear that mermaid costume on stage." And then I was just you know what, she's right. So then in the next year, I really, really struggled with food and my body image and self-esteem, and I did develop some disordered eating tendencies, and I got to the point where I wouldn't eat for a whole day, and I'd be okay, I need it all day. I can have 3 goldfish before I go to bed. My friends started getting really concerned about me. My best friend at the time called my mom, and she said, "Allie does not eat lunch. He eats minuscule amounts." And my mom was just "Oh, it's fine. She's fine." I was pretty thin at that time. This was 8th grade, freshman year of high school. I thought I was so fat. And looking back at those pictures now, I'm what was I thinking? I was so skinny. Sophomore year of high school rolls around, and I'm in a pretty good state of mind. I had great friends. I was doing theater at the high school, and everything was great. I'm in a play, and there's this guy in the play, and he's pretty cute. I like him. And he asked me out, and I was okay, sure. And we dated for a week, and then, he wanted things to get really physical really fast, and I said no, and that didn't go over well. And so basically we broke up after like a week, and then basically a few weeks later I got like, it was this whole drama, but basically he told me that I was a slut and that no one would ever love me. So I was feeling pretty bad about myself. And then a month or two later, this other guy was like, I was talking to him and I really liked him, and we started dating, and it went on for months, and like I was really happy. I got my first job around this time, and I had like my own money for the first time, so I could buy like Wendy's or McDonald's or Panda Express. Like I could go and just get that stuff if I wanted to. So I was doing that a lot with my boyfriend, and I started gaining weight because I was eating a lot of fast food, and I just didn't really realize like just how many calories I was consuming on a daily basis. Like I probably doubled my calorie intake. I didn't like where my body was going. I wasn't really, my parents were in the middle of a divorce at this time, so I wasn't really feeling happy at home, and I was going through some really hard stuff with my mental health, and I was in treatment. I had a therapist, a psychiatrist, I was on meds, and one of the meds I was on, one of the side effects was excessive hunger. So I was eating constantly, I was always hungry, I was never really satisfied, and I was like, oh, I've put on a few extra pounds. I didn't weigh myself, I just didn't really do that because I didn't want to focus on numbers. After about 8 months of dating this guy, I had a doctor's appointment, and it was just a physical checkup, and they weighed me, obviously, as they do, and they were like, we have to give you weight counseling because you're overweight. And I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I've never been overweight. I've always been like underweight or like at the low end of like a healthy weight. What's going on? And so that was really hard on me. And I was like, all right, I gotta make a change. I gotta like change everything about myself. And I was really feeling pretty worthless. And I was like, well, I'll eat like 300 calories a day. I'll only eat like unseasoned chicken and spinach. Like that'll be my diet. And obviously that's not sustainable or healthy. But that's just the mindset I was in. I wasn't feeling good about myself, and I thought that being skinny would fix it. So I was gonna make that change. I was gonna start eating like mega healthy, but then my boyfriend and I, after like 10-ish months of dating, broke up, and that was so hard on me. I went through a lot with my mental health right after that happened. I basically ended up hospitalized, and I was in a residential treatment facility for a while. And after I got out, I was feeling a lot better. I was feeling better, but I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to have a body I was happy with, and I wanted to feel healthy. But then COVID-19 happened, and I was stuck at home for months, and I was just like, what's the point? Like, I'm not seeing anyone. I was just like sleeping all day. It wasn't great. Basically, I started my junior year at a size 2, and I ended my junior year at a size 8, which is significant for me. But now I'm at a place where, for my own health and well-being, I feel like it would be beneficial to lose weight. This video has been so hard to film because I just feel like so much of who we are is tied to our weight. And then there's the people who say, oh, you should never want to lose weight. You should always be happy with your body. But I never know, like and then if you want to lose weight, people will say you're fat phobic. But I feel like it's my body and I can do what I want with it. I don't know, but I feel like then if I don't love myself, like have to accept myself for whatever weight I am, and if not, then I hate myself and I don't love myself and I shouldn't be spreading that message around. But I think people like should just fucking mind their own business. People should just mind their own business and not comment on on how other people are taking care of their bodies. So if you want to follow along my weight loss journey, like this video, subscribe. I'm going to try to post weekly to monthly updates on how I'm doing. So yes, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.